a question session wherein you can ask your questions. Please wait till the session opens for questions, and I will start by giving you the presentation now. Athena is part of Westward Education Group, which is one of the leading providers of international education and corporate training to aspiring learners across the globe. And our most important values are affordability and flexibility. We believe in ensuring that education is accessible and affordable to people across various countries, especially in those places where it is not easy for learners to go to schools or colleges physically. Flexibility in education, in taking the courses as and when the learners are able to do so at the convenience of their residences, and also being able to pay at your own pace is one of the core values that we hold close to our hearts. So Westward Group operates through more than 10 units and caters to various segments in education sector across various countries. And Athena is one of the subsidiary organizations of Westward Education Group. Within Athena, we have more than 300 courses, and even the DBA program, which is the highest degree offered by Athena, which is the doctoral degree, has learners from across 65 countries. Now, coming specifically to Athena, which is branded as UniAthena, it was established in 2019. We grew, yes, during the pandemic. It is an edtech company, and it is headquartered in UK specifically, and offers both online academic courses as well as short courses, which are both flexible and affordable to learners. We are very proud to have partnership with more than 10 universities and qualification authorities, as you can see in the slide here. Some of our partners include UCAM, who holds or who takes our prestigious DBA program. We also have Abate University, one of the oldest universities from UK. We have Guglielmo Marconi University from Italy, Gene American University, Acacia University in the USA. We also are in partnership with the University of Carolina, and we also are partnering with accreditation bodies such as the SQA, the CIQ or the Cambridge International Qualifications, and the CMI, Chartered Management Institute. The reason why UniAthena is preferred is multifarious, and the first one is flexibility in the payments. For most of the courses, you can pay as you progress. Others, we also have scheduled fees which can be paid on various intervals. All our courses are 100% run online. We offer our learners video tutorials, reading materials, workshops, and also opportunities to refer and obtain learning materials themselves. All the courses are run in partnership with accredited university partners, as you have seen in the previous slide, and all the partners are globally accepted. The course delivery is completely modular, and every course is divided into small modules which can be taken by the learners. Of course, when it comes to the doctoral programs, this is slightly different. Apart from the learning modules, we also have the research, actual research, which needs to be undertaken under a research supervisor. Each of the learners can take their courses in a very self-paced manner, and you can balance your work and your daily life along with your studies. There is flexibility in terms of the duration of the course, and it is provided across all courses. Assistance of a personalized tutor in case of a doctoral program, it is an academic associate, is given to assist the online delivery through our video materials and video tutorials and reading materials through the learning portal. So personal tutor support can be expected for all the programs. Moving ahead, let's discuss about UCAM, which is the university under which the DBA program is being delivered, and follow it up by discussing the DBA program itself. As you can see here, this is UCAM, Universidad Catolica De Murcia, the ancient university. which is situated in the monastery of in Murcia. It is based on Los Jeronimos Monastery in Murcia in Spain and accredited by the Spanish Ministry of Education. It is also ranked among the 200 best universities in Europe and 10 best valued by its students as per the Times Higher Education World University Rankings. It also has a strategic partnership with more than 280 universities across the world. This is UCAM, the evening view. It's a beautiful place. And it is from UCAM that we offer you a DBA. Athena Global Education is in partnership, collaboration with UCAM, and we are bringing the Doctorate in Business Administration to you. Now, I'm sure all of you have this question: how is that different from a normal PhD? A DBA is more like a professional degree, wherein the rigor of the course is much less as compared to a PhD, which is highly academic in nature. DBA tends to draw upon the professional experiences of the learners and use them to their advantage in investigating and addressing research issues that are pertinent to the area of operation or to the organizations that they work in. And hence you will see that for the DBA, the learners that we get or our researchers are primarily from business backgrounds, and they are management professionals, senior managers, or even CEOs from different companies across the globe. Moving ahead to the details of the program, DBA is a complete doctoral degree, and it is delivered in partnership with UCAM and also developed under their direction. The curriculum is being created and accredited, or rather accepted by UCAM for delivery for this program. There is focus on professional experience and application of this professional experience into the research that you will be doing. The MPhil and DBA degrees in this case are issued by UCAM Spain itself. The MPhil degree is an exit option, and a learner who wishes to not move into the final research can obtain an MPhil degree and leave the program. Self-study is what we aim at. As we mentioned already, this is the advantage that we offer at Athena, and self-study using digital resources which are offered through our learning portal on our learning platform is how the program is delivered. Of course, that happens only during the learning part. When you go to the research part, we offer you support of a research supervisor who will guide you through your actual research, thesis, and final submission and viva. So the course structure is designed, as you can see here in the slide. The first year is basically for coursework. The first year is divided into 2 stages. In the first stage, you are preparing for your research by learning various methods of research and how research actually is done. You are also trained to identify various problems or issues that can be suitable for doctoral research within contemporary management issues. Then in the second stage, you move in to do what is known as an interim research project or a pilot study, wherein you will take up a short topic based on your final research topic or something that is much more smaller in scope, and do a small test research project. And then you move into design the proposal for your final research, you plan your final research, and at the end of the 2 years, you are, at the end of the first year, you are ready to move into the final research. In between, you also have an exit option as an MPhil degree, which I have already mentioned. It can be obtained as a dual certification as well. And once the first year is over and you complete all the 5 modules, you can now move into the second year or the 6th module, which is a practice-based thesis or the final research project. And you will be actively engaged in doing the research under the supervision of a suitable academic supervisor who will be a PhD holder, someone with good experience in active research across the topic of interest that he or she will be dealing with. And this person will guide you through your entire research and help you with writing your thesis, submitting it, and also successfully completing your viva voce examination, or the open defense as you call it, and obtaining the DBA degree or the award of the DBA degree. So this is how the course is structured. Generally, you will see that the course has the time of 3 years. As is mentioned, year 2 and 3 are given for final research, and we would expect you to complete the program on an average of 3 years. So just to explain this a little bit more, the first year is to provide a theoretical and a practical foundation, basically for research methodology and also for advanced empirical research within management field. And the latter part of the first year is where you apply the knowledge that you have gained in the first 2 modules or the first stage and apply it on a pilot study, and also create an overall thesis proposal to reflect and as well as reflect on your performance as a researcher. So all the knowledge that you have gained in the first stage of the year 1 is tested in the second stage in the next next 2 modules, specifically the interim project and your pilot study and your research proposal. And towards the end, in the last module or the 5th module, you are encouraged to reflect on yourself as a researcher and come up with a personal development plan so that you are very clear as to where you are heading, and you also are prepared to take on the responsibilities for the same. Now, moving ahead into the second and the third year, here now your purpose completely shifts and you will be submerging in research as you progress into this 2 years, and you will be working under a research supervisor who will be specifically allocated to you. In fact, in the first year, you will be working with an academic associate who is also a research supervisor or a PhD holder, and he or she will be guiding you through the first year. The second and the third year, you can either continue with the same person or you will be allocated a separate research supervisor depending on what you are planning to research. And in these two years or in the second and the third year, you will be conducting a detailed research project. And this detailed research project must be within the ethical considerations which are acceptable worldwide for research. It should also meet the expectations of doctoral research, and the same research has to be written up as a thesis, which is at the end submitted for evaluation by a panel of examiners who will include both internal and external examiners, and you will be required to present the thesis and defend it. And once you have defended it successfully, you will be ready or you will be qualified for the award of the DBA degree. To explain a bit more about the course delivery, the course delivery is done through the learning portal or the Athena's own learning portal, to which you will be given access once you are part of the program. And in the first year, you are supported by academic associates. For second and the third year, you will be allotted a research supervisor as mentioned. To explain a bit more about the first year modules, you will see that the coursework is done delivered through the learning portal, and the portal contains video tutorials, reading materials, essential as well as additional reading materials and reference lists. You will also get access to an online library where you can search for high quality journal articles. Then there is also the personal guidance of your academic supervisors. We actually have a team of academic supervisors who are also research supervisors on their own right. All of them are PhD holders. We also have over and above a huge panel of research supervisors for guidance. And in the first year, our team of academic supervisors, academic associates will personally guide you through every module and ensure that you are ready for the final research. There are research workshops which are held from time to time. These are not online classes. These are just Zoom meetings wherein of maybe 2 to 3 hours duration, wherein we discuss various topics and ensure that our leaders are on a level playing field regarding various skills such as research methods and academic writing. So The course is completely delivered online, and there are no physical classes, or there are no even scheduled classes are not present. But we would have occasional workshops which are mentioned, which the invitations for which are sent to you quite early. These are all recorded, and if you are not able to attend, you can also attend the recordings as well. You can go through the recordings and ask questions through email as well to your academic advisors. And as I mentioned, final research is supervised by qualified supervisors. The non-academic student support is given by a team known as the Student Engagement and Experience Team. And we have a dedicated officer as well as a research administrator for these things. And any issue that a learner has regarding anything that is not related to the learning or the academics is taken care of by the SEE team, as we call them. Now, the last point here, how about the eligibility? If you're wondering if you are eligible for this program, please understand that the candidates must have an MBA or a master's degree or equivalent from a recognized institution. The DBA is a level 8 program according to the European credit framework. If you have done a level 7 program or an equivalent, you are eligible. You should have at least 3 years of work experience at managerial level as well, plus an English language proficiency of IELTS 6.0 or equivalent. So these are the eligibility criteria. And with that, I will now open the meeting for questions. I will be joined by Ms. Fatima, who is the head of academics, and I'm sorry, head of admissions for Athena Global Education. Fatima, you're welcome.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're based. You can just ask your questions, probably. Maybe you can type it, or you can just raise your hands. We'll try to give you the responses. Good morning, Musa. Okay. Now we have, okay, Mukuku, you've asked like what are the fee for the entire program? The fee for the entire course, the DBA, it is USD $14,000. That is payable in installments. You can pay quarterly installments. Okay. Ahmed, you've asked, can Maldivians join this course? Of course, you can join the program since this is online. It's an online program with personal tutor support. You can join the program, and you can be based anywhere across the globe. You can be based anywhere. David, you're asking, when does year 1 commence? Okay, David, for the year 1, we have specific intakes. The nearest one, which we have, the upcoming one that is starting on November 1. So we have the next intake in November, and then during specific times in the year 1 commences. The research will start after you finish the year 1. Okay, now Serge, you're asking how much money. I think he's putting it in the chat box.
Yeah,
how much money this DBA in dollars? Yeah, I have just specified the amount in dollars. It is US dollars 14,000. 14,000, 14,000 US dollars. I will just mention it in the chat box also. Okay, so this anonymous attendee you've asked, I always want you guys to at least mention your names, so it is good for us as well. Yeah, the payments cannot be done monthly. We are having quarterly payments. So if you want monthly payments, we can specifically look into your request. But again, the payments will have to be cleared within that time frame. So the installment amounts will be, almost the same, whether you're paying it quarterly or monthly. Okay, John, you've asked what is exactly the price per year. John, year 1 is 5,000 US dollars. Year 2 and 3 would be 4,500 US dollars each. Okay, hello, doctor. I am Mr. Pierre to UCAM in Congo. Hello, Mr. Pierre. Okay, any other queries, any questions, maybe? Okay, you are asking about the cost, I believe. I've just explained it. I've also written it in the chat box. It is USD $14,000, payable in installments. I'll type the answer also. Okay. Now, Yong Kwang, you've asked, recently completed MBA but not received the certificate. Am I still eligible? Yes, Yong, you would be eligible. You'll have to submit, if you've done the program with us, then you need not submit any documents. But if you've done it at any other university, you'll have to submit a letter of undertaking to submit your master's degree before like you go in for the research. That is at least 3 months prior to the research. Okay, Sarge has asked, I would like to know the level required for DBA. Okay, the level required, I mean, for eligibility, if you're asking for entry, it is a level 7. You need to have a master's degree. Okay, now Mike is asking any sample WEST evaluation certificate. Mike, we do not have a WEST evaluation certificate because our like first cohort would be just graduating this year. So we do not have an evaluated DBA degree. However, we do have masters from the university UCAM, which has been evaluated. So same way, the same procedure applies for the DBA as well. Okay, Yong, you've asked, like you missed the last sentence. I think it's better, Shri, if you can just give them permission to speak. Then, you know, we can just interact directly instead of
Sure, why
me
not?
Yong, you can just...
Can you just give them permission to speak? Let me see if I can get this.
Okay, Young, I don't know what part of the sentence you missed. I was just saying that if you are an Athena student, you need not submit any letter of undertaking. But if you've done your master's from any other university, you must submit a letter of undertaking stating that you will be submitting the master's degree before the research, before starting the research, final research. And you need to submit it at least 3 months prior to starting the research. Okay, now... who else? Yeah, this okay, Mike, you've asked, has the DBA been assessed by West Canada? I just explained it to you. Okay, Dimitri, you've raised your hand. Vandana, can you just give him permission to speak, please?
I'm giving everyone permission right now. Just give me a moment.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How are you doing, Dimitri?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you very
That's
much. Nice to meet you all.
Yes.
I'm already registered and accepted for the DBA program.
That's great.
So I have 2 questions. One question is, what if somebody has the time or the energy to go through the first year earlier than 12 months? Is that possible?
Dimitri, that is not possible because each module would be having specific duration. So
Okay.
you are given a particular time to complete the module and then submit your assignment for the same. So this is as per the schedule which is given to you, unless somebody